Okay.
Hi, Joe.
Did you call the meeting to order?
No, I didn't. We were waiting a couple minutes for you.
Okay. Let me call the May Town of Washington ZBA meeting to order. Tonight's agenda, there's one variance request for Presser on Valley Farm Road. It's a RM2 zone. They're looking for a front yard variance of 30 feet to put a new porch on. So with that, come on up.
Come on up. You can tell us who you are and explain what you want to do.
So I'm Dan Quintelmo, I'm the architect for the project,
Okay,
and this is Andres Brunel, right? Yes. I'm the
okay.
contractor.
Sit
Okay.
down.
Yeah, have a seat.
Thank you. Would you like to see plans as I'm going through this?
Yeah, okay. Might be helpful.
So. Google map of the property here, Valley Farm Road. And so the owner would like to put a front porch on this house. The whole house is going to be remodeled to on the exterior, so the brick will be covered with a board back siding. And in doing so, it's an L-shaped porch. As you can see, the setback line goes right through the house, so it's non-conforming. But in keeping the porch aligned with the existing front edge, most of it requires a variance as well. So that's the difference in the 75 and it's 45, 1.5 inches. But, so that's where the 30-foot.
75 minus 45, 35, right?
Yeah, but this actually has a 1.5 inch number next to it too. So probably be best to call it
A 40,
36,
30, 29.
29. 29. Variance of
29 feet. Basically, only
Yep.
adding that little square though in front there, right? Or are you adding the whole porch?
this is all porch, so it's easier to see probably.
There is already a porch there, correct?
There is a
Yeah.
porch, but it's
And you're expanding it out, the footprint, if I read it right, comes out 2.5 feet.
well, no, so this is all new porch. The existing porch is kind of tucked into the
Right.
corner. This is porch. So it's an
Okay.
L-shaped porch.
So it's all really basically new there.
Yeah, which
Gotcha.
results in, here's the porch here. There's a couple of reverse lines to add some character to it, but mainly this is the porch right here that goes into the setback.
And is the porch covered then?
Yes.
Okay. Alex, any other questions?
No other questions.
Pete? No. Right?
No, I don't. Were you also adding a room to the house? Or is this just a porch application only?
We're not adding a room, but the garage is being converted into a
Okay.
bedroom suite.
Oh, okay. How many bedrooms are in the house
And-
now?
And so we're eliminating the bedroom on the other end of the house. to accommodate this bedroom first.
Because my next question was gonna deal
Yeah.
with septic.
Yeah, so we've submitted the plans, well, we submitted the plans to the building department. These are dated January 18th, so they've been
Sitting around.
around a little bit.
4 months.
Kind of hoping for a building permit a little sooner, but whatever. So we converted this bedroom here to an office. So this is in the building department right now with the plans to do that.
Mhm.
It was 3 and will remain 3. And this is the garage here that is, the new bed.
So you're just adding this.
Right.
Oh, yeah, on this side too.
But the setback line misses this.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got a tip?
He just likes to touch applicants.
Oh, yeah, thanks. No, it does welts all over me again.
You're saying you're converting one of the bedrooms to just an office.
Mhm.
Anything else, to closets or anything else?
No, but in my experience, and again, this is in the building department, like either it's approved or it's not with the building department. But in my experience, when we add the French doors to it, it really has less to do with the closets than the way the room is laid out. So, and that's,
I'm kind of following up to Frank's question because you haven't done anything to change the kind of character of the rooms. You could come back and sell it later as 4-bedroom house.
well, that's why we typically do, I mean, I've done this, I don't know, times, where we've added French doors to the room so that it's, some towns will say, don't put any doors on it. But since we don't have a response from the inspector specifically about that, we don't know what his reaction is going to be, but we'll do whatever it takes to make that.
You only talk about shelves on the closet for books and stuff like that. You want it to come from this, the left side of the chimney, open the door, connect the living room with the office a little more direct. So that was one of the things.
We could probably add a condition that the house has to remain 3-bedroom only.
Yeah.
I saw we were going on that too, yeah.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Anything else at this point?
I have no questions.
Okay.
Public hearing.
Yeah, gonna have a motion to open public hearing.
So moved.
Motion by Frank, seconded by the chair. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Audience, anybody?
For or against?
Any water bodies here where you're expecting?
He's not within, he's outside the 100-foot.
This pond on that place on the map.
Right, and
It's upslope from the project, am I correct?
Yes,
Okay.
there's a pond.
but in the response from the consultant,
Yep,
they addressed the pond. It's
And
not,
it's outside the 100-foot buffer.
yeah, it's not affecting.
Think about a silt fence or something, you know, run into that pond.
Oh, no, it's on the opposite side, and really with construction, we're only doing pier footings for the porch. anyway, so it should be too invasive.
I'd make a motion to close the public hearing.
Motion by Frank, seconded by the chair. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
This,
This,
I'm sorry. We're supposed to bring receipts from.
Yep.
Certifying
Yeah.
that.
Then we'll take those, yeah, for the file.
this should be a type 2 action.
Yeah, I would make a motion that we declare this a type 2 action under seeker.
Motion by Frank, seconded by Tate. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried unanimously.
I think there's 2 things, there's the variance and the special permit, I believe.
There's also a question, which we didn't address.
Mhm.
This should have gone to
Wayne?
the village of, Millbrook, ZBA.
Yeah,
Okay. And I'm sorry. And what I was gonna say is, 2 conditions, and condition that, for the bedroom, make it a 3-bedroom, and a condition that we don't, get a negative response back from the village ZBA. Kim, did we send out that to the village?
No, because I didn't know that that was what we were supposed to do.
Can you send the application out to the village of Millbrook ZBA?
I can do that, yeah.
Okay.
We may not have to
No,
though.
it's addressed in the letter as well.
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt. I waited on this on an email from, I spoke with Alicia on this earlier, that we, I mean, they're not looking, they don't need it's a special permit, not a special use permit. It's rather just permission for the expansion because of the non-conforming use. Under the circumstances, in this type of a case, I think it would be okay to go without notifying the village on this, for the absence. It's not a special use permit. It's not changing the use. It's it deals with the residential use. So I think in this circumstance, you could probably do without it. But, you know, well, I mean, if the applicant feels they need to cross that T, so to speak, and dot the I, that's certainly okay, but I'm not seeing it. for it.
But if we're issuing a special permit, doesn't it have to go to planning board?
Yeah, go back. Are we doing a special permit?
It's called
Increasing the size of the
yeah.
house.
Candidly, it's not, this is a problem with code, many codes with it, where they use the term special permit and special use permit somewhat interchangeably, and it can be somewhat confusing.
Mhm.
This is not a special use permit. It's just permission to expand for the non.
Right. But I thought under the code, if we grant a special permit, they got to go to planning
They
board.
may have that's.
And then if it goes to planning board, they're required to refer it to the county under 239.
Right, 239.
Kyle, give us some guidance.
So I don't think it needs to go to the village, but I do think they've got to refer it out to planning and get their approval, so it can make it an addition to the approval.
Covers you, yeah, covers your
That's
thoughts.
consistent with what the consultant said.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to go to the village, but it
Yeah,
does have to go to planning, and then
Correct.
planning would send it to county.
Correct.
Doesn't have to go to the county.
It does, but the planning board will do that.
Why does it have to go to the county? I thought the town had the agreement that for this type of,
Only for variances.
Because it's under 230, because 239M is going to require it. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Well, since this is an application for a variance, it's covered under the referral act
Right.
with the county.
239M of the general municipal law. So what I would recommend is you can approve the variance, subject to the condition of planning board approval. Then the planning board will do what it needs to
County
do.
planning approval.
And also there's that other condition that it stays a 3-bedroom.
Mhm.
So you can include that as a condition as well.
Yeah.
So grant the variance subject to those conditions.
Does it make any difference which we do first, the variances or the special permit? I don't think it
we always
does.
seem to do the variance.
Do a variance
Most
first?
And then the special.
Okay. Now, it's only a 29-foot front yard variance they need,
Mhm.
not the 30. Okay.
Um, I think it's usually 31 foot.
31
I
foot?
think it's 31 foot. Because we're more than, we're closer than,
You're closer than 30 feet, right?
yes. But so when you subtract that from the 75, we need a bigger variance than a smaller variance, because the 75 minus 40 gets exactly 30, but since we're over by the few inches, we need a greater variance.
When we say 31 feet? I thought it was 30, 75 minus 45. That's what I had thought. What's your thoughts there, John?
I need to see the numbers.
Yeah.
So what's that dimension right there?
45 feet, 1.5 inches.
45,
1.5.
1.5.
So subtract that from 75.
Right.
It comes out to be 29.
Yep. 29 and change.
31 will bring you further back.
Yeah. 29. 10 and a half.
Depending where you're standing.
I think, I'm afraid that, if you do the 75/40, we know we're exactly 30, right? But since we're farther over, we need a greater variance in order to accommodate it. We're closer, but we need a greater variance.
So if my math's right, it's 29 feet, 10 inches.
Is how close.
What's that?
30 feet would cover.
No, we'll cover.
Oh, I'm sorry, you're right.
We always
We're
think
farther
that.
away by a foot, by an inch. You're right, we should leave it at 30. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure that when I'm building it on a foot shorter, just to
Okay.
fix the.
I was confused there for a second myself.
Okay, good.
All right. All right. I would make a motion that we approve a 30-foot front yard variance upon conditions. Condition number 1 is that the house will always remain a 3-bedroom house. Condition 2, that the applicant go to the planning board for the site plan approval. And condition number 3, that there's no adverse comments from Dutchess County Planning.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Lastly,
Special.
yep, I'd make a motion that we grant a special permit for the construction plan in front of us. It's increasing the size of the house by 23%. He's allowed 25% in the code, so I move that we grant a special permit for the 23% increase.
I'll second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
You're done. Pretty painless.
Motion to close the meeting.
So moved.
Motion by the chair, second.
Oh,
Consent, so I'm skipping.
all right, right on.
Good luck, guys.
Thanks, Elaine.
All in favor?
Aye.
You can give those receipts to Tim. You want to go in?
The planning board is gonna send this to the county then?
Yep. Yep, but I added that condition just to make sure that,
Okay, gotcha. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Okay,
you want to do executive session with Kyle for the ad guard?
we need a motion to go into executive session.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We'll call it, you guys close the meeting, Greg, so we'll call it attorney-client.
Good night, everybody.
All right, we can,
Turn that-
thanks, Alice, Alicia, thank you.
Good night.
Discussing, attorney-client, discussing.
Yeah, so you'll have to,
Questions of the attorney-client one?
yeah,
Doesn't matter, but we already closed the meeting, so we'll just do attorney-client.